Growing up in the South by parents who were raised in the North caused me a little of an identity crisis when I met my husband and his family. Until then, I thought I was a pretty devout Southerner. However, I quickly learned that I was missing some key elements of being a true Southerner. You can know you are a true Southerner if you answer these 3 questions. First one is, do you drink sweet tea daily? And I mean morning, noon, night. And not just any sweet tea. It must be the proper sweet tea that is heated up when the sugar's mixed in it while it's hot, and you stick it in the refrigerator to cool. That is proper sweet tea etiquette. Not this stuff that you have ice cubes already in it and you put the sugar packets in it. That is not proper sweet tea. Do you speak words that only other Southerners understand? My husband came home from hunting one day and he had torn his pants, and he looks at me and he goes, "They're ruined." And I went, "They're what?" "They're ruined." "Ruined? What's ruined?" I mean, I could see they were torn, but what's ruined? "They're ruined." I'm like, oh, gotcha. I don't know how you got ruined out of ruin, but okay. I learned quickly. We had a little bit of a language barrier still. My mother-in-law came and visited one time, and we were getting ready to cook dinner, and she was going to help me, and she looks at me and she goes, "Do you have a boiler?" And I'm standing there next to the stove, and I put my hand down, and I'm like thinking really hard, and I've got this look a lot like this on my face because my mind's swirling, going, boiler, boiler, boiler. What does she mean, boiler? And I'm thinking, double boiler? Does she want to boil something? What's a boiler? So I'm like, what's a boiler? She reaches down, opens up my cabinets, and pulls out a pot. She's like, this. I'm like, oh, okay. Never called it a boiler, never heard it called a boiler, but okay, I believe you. And then another word that his family and I have disagreed on, and I have successfully trained them, is when I first met them, they ate pecans. And I just couldn't stand the thought of those beautiful nuts being called something so hideous. It's a pecan. It sounds so beautiful, and they taste wonderful, and I love pecan pie. Why would you call it pecan? So I came up with this phrase for them, and I said, you eat pecans, you pee in the can. You do not eat pecans. Yuck. And then you ever hear somebody come up to you and they go, "Bubba and I are getting married." And you go, "That's nice." Because Bubba is not a nice guy. You don't like him. But I don't know the girl that well, and I don't want to break her heart. And so you just go, "That's nice." Which is the kiss of death in the South. Because what that really means is, you're stupid. But I'm not going to let you know how stupid you are. Do you eat butter beans and bowl of peanuts? Not necessarily together. Every fine Southern meal has a butter beans with the roast. You know, I just don't like butter beans. They're way, way too close to the cousin of the lima bean. Didn't like lima beans. And my husband's family just doesn't understand that. They thought I was the strangest thing because I didn't like butter beans. Who knew? That was so important to being a Southerner. Then, when I met my husband, I'd never even heard of a boiled peanut. Didn't know there was such an animal. And as every girlfriend, good girlfriend does, she tries things because, hey, you never know, it might be something good for you. So I tried one. I wasn't